people who are intentionally seeking others who have the package meaning HIV or AIDS, to give to them, or they're trying to get as many STDs as possible. I ended up on the wrong side of TikTok because ain't no way, babes. Ain't no way. Y'all, oh my God. I must have ended up on the wrong side of TikTok because this girl video popped up on my FYP where she talks about her father, who is a pedophile, but also a father who her father groomed her, right? And he intentionally sought out HIV, and they call the term bug chasing. Excuse me? Come again? Como estas? Mama? Mamacita? Take a listen to this video, y'all.
My dad purposefully got HIV because he's a self-proclaimed bug chaser and he thinks that it's hot. And no, I'm not joking, because he methodically was planning to do this for years. When we were children, he started to buy books about AIDS and the AIDS epidemic. He would read them, and then he would come up to our family and my other siblings and tell us about how amazing it was to be able to take care of victims of the AIDS epidemic, and how wouldn't it be such a good cause, and how he just feels so bad for all of those victims and how they just want someone to take care of them. This was all methodic planning so my dad could help us become desensitized for when he developed HIV. About 2 years ago, my family received a call about how my dad was extremely sick. He had rashes on his body, he couldn't sleep, night sweats, all of these horrible things. He genuinely seemed like he was going to die. He goes to the hospital a couple of days later, and then we get a call. He had developed 3 STDs, one of them being HIV. Yes, I confronted him about getting it on purpose. He did not deny this, because why would he? He chose to abandon his family so he could then pursue this life of bug chasing and being with other bug chasers. Not only did he try to groom me to be his partner and his toy, but he also wanted us, his family, to take care of him when he purposefully self-destructed. And I'm not supposed to talk about this either, but I hate him, so.
So y'all heard that story, and her story goes deeper than just that. Because she talks about like her father groomed her, he was a pedophile, and her mom was very aware of it, and her mom is now in some sort of religious psychosis. Like, it's just a lot. Her family dynamic is all screwed up, girl, just to say the least. I'm sorry, sis, but it is, right? And you know that. That's why you're talking about it. But her video got everybody in a shambles outside of the grooming alone, but the bug chasing. And so apparently this is a kink that goes on, and people who are spicy workers are very well aware of this kink.
So I just came across a video about a woman's dad who's a bug chaser, and those are people who intentionally chase and hunt down POS, which is positive for HIV in the kink community, POS people so they can get HIV and AIDS. Yes, it's a real thing. If you looked it up and you're unaware, I know all these things because I was a spicy worker for 9 years. So a lot of the terminologies the average person does not know, I do know. And there's a kink for everything, and bug chasing, yes. There are people who actively seek out HIV and AIDS. There are people who have HIV and AIDS and they infect others intentionally for pay. Yeah. Any more questions, please let me know. Goodbye.
Bug chasing is a real thing that is awful. So, bug chasing is a thing that happens in online crowds where people want to both contract and give STDs to as many unknowing people as possible. This is most often done with things like HIV, which they refer to as the gift, and several people in these online communities take on roles as the hunters and prey, with some people even trying to collect as many STDs as possible within their body. While a lot of it is consensual, or basically they want to have the disease put into them, several are serial killers in everything but name and just try to give it to as many people as possible.
People who have the package and they try to give it to other people intentionally, and they seek out prey, and they like to just spread the disease to other people. And then there are people who want to receive it, and they call it the gift. If they are successful in their quest or journey of trying to be infected, they call it the gift. I don't understand this, because who and what on God's green earth? Why would you? How could you? Right? It reminds me, how do you say this disease? It reminds me of those parents, like the Gypsy Roses, like those parents who have children and the kids have Munchausen syndrome. I'm saying that so wrong, right? But basically when the parent keeps saying, oh, my kid is sick, but there's nothing wrong with the kid and it's called Munchausen. That's what that kind of reminds me of. Because why would you, and I'm kink shaming, and I don't care because I think this is, and I'm judging. I'm kink shaming and I'm judging because why would you, how could you, like why? And so I've heard of this before years ago. I didn't know it was called bug chasing. I didn't know this was a real deal thing that was just like widespread, but like, girl, Britt, come on now. We're like, anything is possible. Anything under the sun is happening. So this girl who I used to be cool with is a nurse. And so if I remember the story correctly, she had someone come, I don't know. There was a person at wherever she was working at, and this person had some sort of STI. I think it was an incurable. I think it might have been, I don't know what it was. Let's just say it was HIV or something. And so it has to have been HIV if we're talking about this. But the person was like, yeah, there's a whole thing on the black market where people want me to give them HIV. And I don't know if it's to collect some sort of disability. Can you collect disability if you're on HIV? I wonder if you can, like, if it's just so severe that you can't work, right? Do people want to get it for that reason, for like extra income? Because times are, girl, look, I don't know, but I heard about that years and years ago, like a decade ago, where someone was like, yeah, this person came and was like, they have whatever disease and they give it to people because people want it, and it's a thing on the black market, black web, dark web, deep web, whatever. Now, not the stuff, not the surface level stuff that we're used to, babes. So there are people out there, so y'all be safe. Because there's people out here who are hunting to give the gift to others, and there are people out there that wants to receive the gift. The gift that keeps giving, right? Oh, I had to come up here and talk about this, y'all, because it was just literally mind-blowing because I went down the bug-chasing rabbit hole, and apparently there is a video or a documentary on YouTube. I think my rabbit hole digging stops here. The TikTok rabbit hole was enough for me. I don't want to know what else is going on in the world because, girl, it's going to make me have a drink. It's going to make me pull up. Because, like, what? I don't want to. But because I fell down the rabbit hole of bug chasing, I had to come back and tell it to y'all so y'all can go down the rabbit hole and I can traumatize y'all a little bit because I'm just a little bit traumatized. From that. But anyways, you guys, my name is Brittany Janae. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the video. And let me know what you guys' thoughts are in the comment section below. Do I have some spicy workers that follow me? Have you ever heard this before? Like, babes, I'm sorry. I'm shaming because I think it's ridiculous. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are in the comment section below. That young lady who brought that on my FYP, her story is very alarming. It's sad, but girl, I think you got all of us on TikTok in a shamble when you was like how your dad intentionally got infected with HIV. Oh, girl. Bye, y'all. I'm done. Bye.